What is up, YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode of Our 60 Journey. My name is Lucas, and I'm here to help us build healthy relationships. So today's video is all about truth. You know, this is a really complicated issue because when is the right time to express your truth? When is the right time to receive truth? How do we know our truth is ever actually going to help someone or tear them down? So, as an emotional intuitive, as a psychic medium who works over the phone with people and who works in person with people and who deals with, energies of people every single day, this is something that I am constantly working on. So I'm going to give you a brief story of what happened today. Talking to someone on the line, calls in, wants a reading. I asked, do you want to talk about it, or do you want to just go straight to you and talk to me, and then I'll talk back to you on what I'm picking up insightfully, or do you want to go straight to the cards? Let's go straight to the cards. Go straight to the cards, get 10 card spread, 3 card advice. We're connecting 11 minutes. Okay, after I put the cards down and I glanced over them, I got an immediate feeling. I started talking about 5 minutes. Confirms everything I said. Yes, that all's happening right now. Perfect, great. And I said, I'm also picking up some other stuff. Now that I'm seeing the cards and I'm hearing you talk, I also have some other messages that are outside this card. Talking. Everything's going good. 11 minutes in, he says to me, I just feel like she's taking baby steps. And I said, well, right now, if you're both dealing with emotional wounding, taking baby steps is the right energy. Like, you need to go slowly, because sometimes when we're working through energies, we're like onions. If we get too deep into the relationship and we haven't adequately prepared for those, let's call them revelations of deep wounds, then we might scare someone off, or they might scare us off, or we might get into a fight and click, gone. And I sat there for a minute and I was like, what just happened? We're in a really great place. Everything I was picking up on was true. And all of a sudden, poof. And I realized most people, they want to hear the truth, but they want to hear the truth in a way that suits their needs or purpose or wants and desires. And as we speak our truth, usually when people hear truth suddenly, and they aren't ready for it, or they aren't adequately prepared, right? Maybe I was rushing the call. I don't think so. 11 minutes in, if everything's locking on, I feel like we're on a good place. And they walk away, they weren't ready for that truth. And that's the same thing that you deal with family and with friends and coworkers, is that just because you recognize something in someone that is your own perspective of truth, as to maybe who they are, what they're going through, what they're experiencing, just because you're there and that truth is inside you, it doesn't always mean that by speaking it, it's going to get anywhere. Because the thing is, everyone has a certain level of denial about their own life circumstances. We've all kind of set up emotional boundaries and mental blocks as to what we allow into ourselves and when we're ready to receive it, right? Because I'm a big believer, making a statement here, that when we come into this body, when I incarnated into this body, whether we had a past life or a future life is irrelevant. I'm 100% in belief that we knew in advance all of the situations and circumstances that we were going to face. We knew all the possible energies and timelines, okay? I'm not saying, I don't believe in predetermination where we're sent in here and this is our fate and 100% this is where we're going no matter what, we have no free will. I don't believe that. I believe that there's, we start here, and before we get there, we're aware of what ground zero is. We know where ground zero is, and we are aware, because we're in a higher place, we're in a higher being of consciousness, in a different dimension of time and awareness, that we know all the possible timelines that can occur inside of our life. All the choices, all the infinitesimal amounts of opportunities we're going to have, right? This is a 7th dimensional thing. If you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, go look up on my channel. Oh, Lord. What is the 6th dimension? It actually has the most views, so if you go to my channel and go to most views, it has like 1,600 views. What is the sixth dimension? This is a seventh dimensional thing. We are a seventh dimensional being coming into all the possibilities of timelines in our life, and we know in advance what all these things are, but we choose to live in a state of either awareness or denial of different aspects of our life at all times. We decide when we are ready for our own truth, right? So you can tell someone over and over, you're a narcissist, you're a narcissist, you're a narcissist, and they can be told by other people, they can have personality tests, but until they're ready to receive the fact that they have narcissistic qualities, they're not gonna get it from you. They're not gonna pick it up. They're not gonna absorb it, because they have to choose at their own time when to embrace their own truth. And that's something I've struggled with, not just with myself and my own personal truths, but telling other people my personal truths. You know, I've had very, very, very intense, deep conversations with a lot of close people in my life, from best friends to my parents to my siblings to casual people I meet on the street that all, for some reason, people just love asking me for advice. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just I'm like an open portal of energy and I'm going, hey, I'm not going to judge you. I might have some very specific analytics to give you, but I'm not here to judge you. You can speak freely to me. I don't know if I just give that aura off. I must, because people just talk to me. But I myself have to watch how I present my energy of truth. And of course, I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm not here to tell you how to live your life. I'm just telling you what I experience and what I've determined is the best for me. And if it helps you, great. If it doesn't help you, if you're not ready to embrace my path, what I do, then that's fine. That's your choice. You know, make your own choices. It is a day of hang-ups. So I'm sitting here talking to you about truth, right? I think I might have zoomed the camera in a little bit. Oh well, it's fine. Now, here's what I believe too. Okay, beyond we need to decide when the right time to speak truth is. When someone opens a door of truth and they're standing there with the door open, asking for your advice and wanting to know how you feel, give your truth freely. And no matter what happens, whether they get mad at you or they hang up on you, keep your mouth flowing. Because when we hold in our truth, when we swallow our truth, I had a teacher once that said, if you swallow your truth, you're going to shit it out later, and it's way more painful coming out your butt than it is your mouth. And I just loved that, because he was talking as if truth was food, right? Ooh, wow, truth coming up. And we have to maintain our integrity with speaking, especially when we're asked. Like, just let it flow freely. Speak out. And no matter what happens, like whether you're chastised or bullied or, again, hung up on, you have to maintain your vibration. And as I take this next call, I'm going to end now. Thank you guys for calling, listening in. Have a great day.